Welcome to the Retiring Canada podcast, where our mission is to educate and empower you to make the most informed, rational, and productive financial decisions. Hosted by certified financial planner, author, and chartered investment manager Michael Isbister, you'll go behind the scenes to uncover the tips and strategies to help you invest smarter, optimize your retirement income, and reduce the amount of tax you pay. Michael is an investment advisor with Fundamental Wealth, a trade name of Harbourfront Wealth Management, an IROC dealer. And now, here's your host, Michael Isbister.
Hello everyone, and welcome again to the Retiring Canada podcast. In today's episode, we're going to discuss financial freedom, how to find a balance as you near retirement. Specifically, I'm going to chat about what does financial freedom mean to you, how to strike a balance, the I want more dilemma, understanding the great equalizer, and lastly, as always, a few action items for you to consider. Now, when you hear the term financial freedom, what comes to mind? Independence, sacrifice, dignity, frugality, success, retirement? In my experience, the term financial freedom is loaded with broad misunderstandings that can cause many people to misappropriate their time, money, or sometimes both. Now, when I ask people this question, what does financial freedom mean to you? Most people tend to focus on two things, the financial part and the freedom part, which, makes sense. Some people will focus almost exclusively on the financial part of the equation and jump straight to how much money is required to achieve financial freedom and a sustainable retirement income for life. These people tell themselves that they'll only feel financially free once they reach X million of dollars, only to move that number higher later on. In doing so, they mostly ignore the value of more time, i.e., freedom. For others, they focus primarily on the freedom part of the equation, assuming that they must be free from the shackles of work to enjoy the freedom they envision. In turn, they ignore the value of what more money could mean for their lives. Do you identify with one of these more than the other? Now, as you've probably figured out, true financial freedom isn't about choosing one or the other. It's about finding a balance that works best for you and your family. And that balance is key, as extremes on either side are a sure path to unhappy outcomes. Now, if you are focused too much on the financial side and creating abundance, with no thought to how that will impact your time now and in the future, could lead you into a time trap. If you focus too much on the freedom side of the equation and not accumulating wealth, you are sure to be equally as miserable, albeit for drastically different reasons. I guess what I'm trying to say here is that it's important to strike a balance between accumulating resources and managing the depreciating asset known as your time. It's all about finding that balance between time and money. A few weeks ago, my business partner and I sat down with a couple who had been building a successful business for more than 25 years and were considering selling it all and retiring at 56. The only problem is they had spent every waking minute over the last 25 years in the business and spent little time outside of the day-to-day workings of the business to focus on themselves. So, while they had amassed a net worth of nearly 8 figures, they had traded nearly all of their freedom to get there. Now, when we approached them with their sustainable retirement income, which was a true replacement of their current after-tax income, we thought that they would be excited, only to find out that they felt uneasy about stepping into retirement, truly letting go and welcoming the newfound freedom that awaits. What would be their newfound purpose? My business partner, a 30-year veteran in the financial advising industry, has told me he's come across this numerous times over his tenure. For some, watching that investment balance or net worth number grow becomes a powerful addiction. And even when they have a professional advisor show them that they can retire a few times over, it still isn't enough to get them to let go. Maybe they just want to see that number grow and grow. Or maybe they're concerned about finding purpose in the next chapter of life. And this scenario doesn't only apply to those who most would consider objectively wealthy. The same mindset can manifest among others who have saved a modest amount for retirement and live a frugal lifestyle. Focusing on the money only get you so far, and at some point you must take stock of your time. For some, this sudden realization could come with the passing of a loved one or maybe a personal health scare that puts your time on this earth back into perspective. I am a financial planner, and I understand as well as anyone that there is a number one must reach in order to have a sustainable retirement income for life. But when you reach that number and have the confidence in the advice that you are receiving, I urge you to think about your time and welcome the next chapter of your life. Time is the great equalizer. Don't let it slip by to only give more to your beneficiaries and the CRA. Earlier in 2004, my team and I developed our Navigating Retirement Guidebook that I believe is a great resource for those of you nearing retirement and want to work on discovering their own financial freedom balance. I encourage you to visit our website, fundamentalwealth.ca, to get your copy and check out our document library containing over 15 guides that are sure to have a positive impact on your financial future. Well, that does it for today. Shorter episode. Here are your action items for today. First off, schedule a meeting with your certified financial planner and update your retirement plan. Stress test the plan against inflation, market downturns, and unexpected losses, to name a few. If, after completing a comprehensive plan, you drill down on a retirement date and sustainable income for life, take stock of your time and prepare for this life transition mentally. What will you do with your new free time? Who will you hang out with? Will you pick up any hobbies? Will you volunteer? Once you have the retirement numbers in place, which is the easy part in my opinion, you must do your own soul searching on how to find fulfillment with your newfound retirement freedom. And lastly, check out our website for helpful guides to help you along this journey and navigate to our fundamental retirement plan process to discover how we can help. Okay, so that'll do it for today's episode. For all the links and resources, please check out the show notes. If you're enjoying the show, please leave us a 5-star review. Be sure to sign up for the weekly Retiring Canada newsletter. And hey, when it comes to your retirement, don't take chances. Make a plan so you can retire with confidence.
All comments are of a general nature and should not be relied upon as individual advice. The views and opinions expressed in this commentary may not necessarily reflect those of Harbourfront Wealth Management. While every attempt is made to ensure accuracy, facts and figures are not guaranteed. The content is not intended to be a substitute for professional investing or tax advice. Please seek advice from your accountant regarding anything raised in the content of the podcast regarding your individual tax situation. Always seek the advice of your financial advisor or other qualified financial service provider with any questions you may have regarding your investment planning.